Welcome back to the channel, guys. Something a little bit different in regards to the coating we're going to use or are using on this car. As anybody who's probably followed us, you've realised that we've only really done Ceramic Pro for, I'm going to say, 6 months. I generally can't remember the last time I did anything but a Ceramic Pro coating, really, just because of the type of vehicles we're working with. We've currently got a Polo R-line in really good condition. It's had a few bits of paint on it. There's been a few panels we've had to buff up basically to get the marks and swirls out and just get it looking really white again, but it is in really good condition. The reality is with this car, it's literally been bought for someone's first vehicle, so it's a hell of a motor for a new driver and a first car. But the reality is it may not be cleaned as well as some of the other customers or you guys do with your own vehicles when they've been brought in with us, because you've obviously booked the car in yourself and this has been done as a gift. So there's a couple of reasons why we've gone with basically a Gtechniq coating. One, it's white, which it does hide marks, doesn't need to be as tough as other colours because it works in a different way. Basically the paint, it feels tougher, therefore doesn't mark the same, and you'll find that means we can go with a slightly cheaper brand of coating, or cheaper, value of coating. Not particularly brand, because Gtechniq's really good, we've done them years, but the cost of Gtechniq is a lot less than Ceramic Pro and Signature Coat. The other reason is, because it's white, obviously paint is tougher, but like we said, it's probably not going to be cleaned to the standard of what generally customers go for. So putting a coating on this car that's anything between £800 and £1,200 doesn't really seem feasible to the customer in our eyes, and it's not something we want to recommend, and we don't want to take all the money off them to not necessarily get anything extra from it. So with the Gtechniq coating that we've basically applied on here, they're going to get like the same 3-year protection. It's going to wash just as easy, it's going to clean just as easy. The biggest difference is the cost of the actual product is a lot less. This particular coating is under £500, so there's a big difference in price, but they're going to get all the same areas, the same amount of time it's been coated. It's still been a 2-day process, it's still in the bake booth, they've still got multiple products on it. It's just kind of a different cost in value, and not necessarily needed to go any higher. I'm going to show you the products we use. There's 2 basically Gtechniq products we've used, and I'm going to show you them now. So what we're basically using at the minute is the Crystal Serum Light, and we're literally on with the XO, which is the top coat. The products, as I say, we've done Gtechniq for a long time. It's one of the first ones we started with. They really do give a good coating, and the protection is incredible, especially the water beading. The biggest difference is, like I said, it's the cost. And basically the difference in toughness. We do personally recommend Signature Coat and Ceramic Pro when it comes to needing a tougher coating, but for this vehicle these are literally more than required and will really give a hell of a finish and a long time finish, but just saving costs. So as you say, basically it's down to costing on this one. It's to try and give a really affordable cost and a product that's going to last, not just some very basic or cheap ceramic or something that isn't even a ceramic like a lot of things out there. And we are going to be basically coating the plastics, the trims, the scuttle panels inside the doors, the boot shuts, the wheels are off, they've been coated inside and out. The pan roof has been coated as well. We've actually coated that with Ceramic Pro, however, same with all the glass, because we prefer the Ceramic Pro product for glass. So we've basically gone with the Gtechniq package but upgraded to the Ceramic Pro glass on that basis, just because it's a dedicated product for it and it does last a lot longer. And as I said, this is for people who want to protect the car, don't want to spend an absolute fortune. They can get away with certain brands because of the colour, and we're more than happy to advise if that's the case or not. We're not always going to say to you need to go with Signature Coat or Ceramic Pro, you need 8 to 10 layers. You can go with less coats, you can go with different brands, and it can bring the cost down. So if you are looking for something that's just going to protect your vehicle for easy cleaning and not spend an absolute fortune, give us a buzz, come into the studio, come and see myself, and we can actually go through the brands and the products that do. Our website's got a bit of a guide on there. We've tried to break it down the best we can to sort of highlight the 3 brands we do and the levels of coating that we do. But if you'll give us a buzz then, or pop into the shop even, we can actually go through the products and give you a much better in-depth guide without kind of mind-boggling you. But we're going to get back to the car. We're going to show you some clips and videos of the car finished. As I say, hell of a car for a first-person driver, new car. I'd be jealous, I didn't have anything like this when I was younger. But we're going to go through that now, put a bit of a montage together, put the video on, show you what we've got. So we're about to finish the sealant on the car. Standard practice, what we do with all the cars is we seal inside the door, the boot shuts, the hinges and all the other areas that will get dirt and grime on them. These are quite notorious for getting a lot of dirt in them, and people don't clean them to that level. The problem is they get dirt and grime in them over the years and it's a lot harder to clean. So this is something that we do kind of standard practice. So all inside the hinges that you see here, the door shuts, even the actual arm itself, all this part gets fully coated, and it just means when the car doors are shut or the boot's shut, if water gets in there, especially around the light area, then it's still basically protected and a lot easier to clean.